Now, an Indian journalist has been cleared of defamation after she accused a former government minister and newspaper editor of sexual harassment in a landmark ruling for the country's Me Too movement. Priya Ramani had faced 2 years in jail over her article accusing MJ Akbar of harassing her during a job interview. After she went public, more than 20 other women came forward with allegations against him. I spoke to her earlier and began by asking why she decided to publicly name him.
2017 was when the Harvey Weinstein story broke in the US. And the editor of Indian Vogue messaged me asking me if I would write an open letter to male bosses. And the first story that came to mind was my first boss and, the horrible experience of my first job interview when I came back to India. I started my story with that episode, but I never named him. Then 1 year later, when the Me Too movement came to India and all the younger women on my timeline started talking about their horrific experiences at the workplace, I just felt like I owed it to them to share my story and name the man who had sexually harassed me all those years previously.
And then what happened after that?
Things just went out of control. Mr. Akbar, who was in somewhere abroad, he was a minister in the Modi government. And when he came back, he filed a criminal defamation suit against me.
This then went on for 2.5 years, didn't it? How was that? How stressful was that whole process?
Yeah, it was super stressful. I had never been to a courtroom before. I grew up in South Bombay, very sheltered upbringing,
And so take us to the moment that you won. How did you feel?
A lot of my friends and well-wishers cried in court. My witness, Ghazala Wahab, was there. She broke down too. But I just couldn't stop grinning.
And I mean, you're still grinning now. What does this mean to you?
It feels great to just have stuck it through this battle. It just feels so good to have completed this challenge, to have stood up to this powerful man, and especially in the context of what is happening in Me Too cases across the world. And
I suppose the sad truth is how many women, particularly in India, have the means to do what you did.
Absolutely. No, I recognize my privilege, and I understand that not many women have access to this kind of support network in India.
Well, how much of a turning point is this for India?
At this point, honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, it's given Indian women a lot of hope. And some lawyers and activists say that it's going to set a precedent, and this case will be used in many other cases in the years to come. And it's found its mark on that continuum of the gender struggle in India. The other people say that it's not enough, this is just too little. And
carrying this with you all these years, what toll has it taken on you? You look really deliriously happy now, but what toll has it taken over those years?
I keep thinking that, Me Too, we still have so many stories within us that we haven't shared. And the stories we don't share are much more than the stories we do share. So, and they all sound the same. The stories are all the same, whether it's in Greece or former Yugoslavia or China, the stories are all the same.
Priya Ramani, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.